What's up, guys? It's AG. Let's get right into it. This past Saturday, I had a nasty high side at the new track, Buttonwillow Circuit. High sides, they happen so fast that sometimes you can save it, sometimes you can't. But I'm okay. Luckily, I mean, I factor in my protection is God out there. That's the only thing that saved me, really. Maybe you sprinkle in some luck. I believe in God. I have no broken bones. My neck's good. I'm good. All I have is bruises. Usually when you hit a high side, you come down, you're breaking something. Thank God I didn't break nothing. Gonna go over my gear real quick. I got the Dainese suit. I bought this about 5 years ago in Italy. Flew with it from Italy over here back to the States. But as you can tell, impact was on my right shoulder. Plate's off, came off. This one's still on. The way I hit the high side is I got thrashed around both sides. So you could see right here took the hit. Then obviously this took the hit. Then my forearm took a pretty good hit. Then if I turn the suit around, hit my back. And then you know what that is, hit that. No major tears. The riding I do, how aggressive I am out there on the track, I should have had an airbag. I just never got around to it because this suit's always been good to me. I've had it for 5 years, but we definitely got to get a new one because it has its scars. And a couple of my friends were kind of pissed off at me because one of them had seen the high side happen, and they said that it was gnarly. And she was like, she told me, she's like, you don't have an airbag? How you ride and the rider you are? Like, how do you not have an airbag? If anything, you need an airbag. So next suit's gonna have an airbag. So the suit did its job. Thank you, Dainese, or Dainese, however you pronounce it. And then huge shout out to KYT. Took an impact on the left, but you guys are gonna trip out on this. Took a big impact on the right. Got some in my visor. It's bad luck to put your helmet on the floor. I've never put my helmet on the floor, and I never will. But I mean, that's just a gusher. Like, I hit here first, I think, and then I hit the other side here pretty nasty. The helmet did its job. Shout out KYT. Now to the bike. Some damage here, the rear fender. This right here, this peg, the bike slid on its side and the peg started here. When I picked the bike up, the peg was down here. It just slid all the way down the track and chewed all this up. Got some of the frame slider. You can see the bar here. Bent my clip on. Almost punctured the tank. If you would have punctured the tank sliding down the track, leaking oil with that spark, probably would have caught fire. And then the front. All in all, not too bad. Starts right up. shout out Attack Performance, because when it had happened, I high-sided. I went over the bike, and the bike went straight. So the bike went straight like that, and then eventually went on the left and slid, I don't know, maybe 100 feet from where I crashed. And I'll get into how the high side happened now, but I just wanted to cover the gear a little bit. Dayanese, thank you. Dainese, thank you. Shout out KYT, man. Big shout out to KYT, saving my head. I got up right after I hit my head. I felt nothing, like superb quality. I'm buying another one. And then shout out Attack, because picked the bike up and kept going. I want to go into the upgrades right now. I want to kind of give you guys, there's new concepts coming out. There's new ideas coming out. So let's get into the high side and what happened and how you can prevent it. So real quick, on the high side, imagine my hand is a track surface. This is your tire, track surface. Contact, I have contact. Ooh, I lose a little bit of contact. The rear slides a little bit, and then the rear reconnects. Boom, contact again. That creates that high side. So contact, contact. Ooh, my rear's sliding a little bit, and then it reconnects. Boom, that's the high side. That happens because you're applying throttle out of the turn, and the rear starts to slide a little bit. Now when it reconnects, it yanks. But for a leader bike, you usually slide the rear out of the turn. I always slide my rear coming out of the turn to put power down. It's a controlled slide, but sometimes you can slide a little too much and it'll yank you. And I knew immediately, I felt it. The tire went a little too, it kicked out a little too much, and it launched me over the bars. And I was fighting for my life up here. Literally my hand was like right here, and I was trying to stay on the bike. But that's an high side for you. The low side, you basically, the bike slides out from underneath. The low side's a lot safer, but how do you prevent that? Open the throttle gently. Remain in that contact patch. Remain having contact. So it has to be smooth all the way. Like, this is a track. Bear, come here. I'm making a video. Thanks. Contact, contact, contact all the way. When you lose contact and it starts sliding, don't apply aggressive throttle. Maintain your throttle and open it up gently, because eventually that tire is going to connect with the speed. If you have questions, please ask. When that tire loses contact, you don't want to shut off the throttle immediately. That's not what you want to do. When it starts to lose contact, you don't want to give it too much gas. You have to find the middle. You apply smooth throttle and it'll ride itself out. It'll reconnect gently. Ask questions in the comments if you need help about that. I'll explain it deeper. For those who haven't experienced the high side. For those who know the high side, track riders, racers, feel free to throw a further explanation in the comments. So basically on Saturday, I went out and I wanted to get like a personal best at the track, because in September I'm going to be racing that track. So I wanted to get like a good time on it and see where I was at. So Saturday I went out. I put some good times down. And then lap 4, I did 4 laps and I felt really good. I had my timer on. And then like lap 5, Bear, calm down. Lap 5, I came around and I got a little too aggressive on the gas. Sorry. And when I hit that gas, the bike just slid out. Now, a little bit about the high side is like a high side on a bike is like when it shoots you over the bars. The low side is when it just, the bike pushes away, you slide. With the high side, it's a lot more dangerous because you get launched in the air. When you come down, you can either break your collarbone, snap your neck, whatever, the worst case scenario type of thing. But luckily God was with me when it had happened, it happened so fast that I couldn't even react. So the bike basically launched me onto the top 2 bars, and I was holding on. My legs were kicked up, butt was in the air, and like I was basically like that on the front of the bike. I couldn't control it. I was probably there for 2 or 3 seconds, but it felt like a lifetime. My head came down first. I don't know how I'd missed the tire. Head came down and hit my noggin first. Boom, so I hit that, and then back came down. And the way they described what had happened when one of my friends saw the crash, he said the bike went straight, and somehow when I was coming down over, the bike passed me. Like, it didn't run me over. If it would have got me, since I went head first, it would have got my neck, it would have got my head, it would have been all bad. But as God, like, I don't got no explanation for that besides God. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. It's a free country. But so I landed on my back, and I slid maybe 25 feet, maybe more, and I couldn't control it. I was getting thrashed around. Like, I work out, and I train my muscles, and I train my endurance, and I think maybe my muscles took a little bit of the fall over my bones. Maybe if I didn't have that muscle, I think I would have definitely broke something, because the next day my muscles were sore. Like, my whole body was sore, my back, everything was just sore. So I slid 25, 30 feet. I stopped in the center of the track. As I'm sliding, I look down the track, and I see my bike on its side just sliding like that, maybe like 100 feet away from me. And I'm thinking like, damn, my bike, right? And when you guys know, when I'm on the track or when I crash or when I make an error, I don't say nothing. So I'm not screaming, I'm not hollering, I'm just boom, like it's happening. I'm in it, I'm with it. So that happened. I stopped, I got up in the center of the track, I look behind me, and there's 2 riders coming. They just split me. I'm standing in the middle of the track, one goes left, one goes right, and then I run off the track. And I look down, my bike's like 100 feet away. So I take the dirt and I'm running. No broken bones. I hit, slide 25, 30 feet, whatever, start running. Go all the way, and I wait for them to red flag it. Everybody red flags it. And I see my bike just leaking gas, no oil. So they come over and they're like, hey man, you good? We're gonna throw it up on the truck. I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm like, it's just leaking oil, it's just leaking gas, no oil. Like, I can ride it into the pit, don't worry. And they're freaking out because they just see me get tossed in the air. But I was like, nah, I'm taking my bike in. So I picked it up, no oil, just gas. So I started it up. If it would have been dropping oil, I would have put it on the truck. I tried to start it, didn't start. And then the second time it did start. So rode it back to the pits, man, and I was okay. I was banged up, helmet banged up, bike banged up, and then that Saturday I went home. But the type of rider I am, I believe in like having grit, you know, having this hobby isn't for the weak, and you're gonna take some spills. So that Saturday I went to go see my homie Tyler. Shout out Motorworks, MOTOWERKZ. Got my bike ready. And then I left Sunday morning around 3:30 a.m. I went back to the track. So I went back to the track to fix my mistake, to fix my error, to get back out there, you know. You either get scared and don't go back out, or you get back out there and you attack. You fix a mistake. When somebody has a high side or a nasty crash like that, it usually scares them to death. I got really lucky. I didn't break any bones. I just got bruises. I got really, really lucky. Look up high side on the internet if you don't know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Sunday I left 3 in the morning. I got back out there and went back to work, man. Threw some slicks on. Within the first lap, I was getting back into the grind, and then I got a PB. I got a 148. Like, I was shredding. So have some resiliency, have some strength, and you know, when you get knocked down out there on the track, get back up and get back at it, man. Because if you wait and you think about like, I could have did this and I'm scared, I can't get back on the bike, you need to get back out there. That's the only way. And sometimes when you push the limits, like I was pushing the limits because that's the type of rider I am, and people know the type of rider I am. I ride with aggression, I ride with passion. This is my sport, my hobby, my love. So when I get out there, I'm riding for me. I don't ride for anybody else. Like, I don't care about anybody else's lap time, anybody else's speed, bike, whatever they're doing. I'm just riding against me. And that's why I push so hard, because, you know, I have mentors that I want to make proud, and I want to make myself proud. And I had to go back Sunday. I mean, that's just the rider I am. And a lot of people just kind of looked at me like they saw a ghost. Like, man, what are you doing here? Like, after what happened yesterday, I'm like, man, I'm good. Like, God got me. I'm good. Let's get back out there. Let's get back to work. And a lot of people don't understand that. Maybe people have different levels of passion towards the sport, but I love the sport. And you know, when you race at a certain level, you know, stuff like that happens because you're pushing so hard, because the next guy's pushing hard too. And you know, when you're fast and you get to that level where you're like an expert, and things like this happen all the time, even to the best, you know, because you're riding that wire. It's a fine line between, you know, getting sent to the dirt or getting sent home with your bike in one piece. But if you ain't pushing and stuff like this is not happening, the reality is you're not really pushing your limit. So it happens. Shout out to all the people who checked in on me. I got a lot of DMs and messages and whatnot, but thank you guys. I'm good. I didn't get any footage of it because I don't really like recording on the track too much. I try to do it for you guys, but sometimes I want to ride and just move, you know what I mean, and just enjoy it. And I happened to be enjoying it a little too much, and I made a mistake, and I got sent in the air, and it happened. But I got a lot of big events coming up. I have a whole plan for this bike. I need a new helmet. I need a new suit. I need some new parts for the bike. And then I still plan to race that track in September if everything goes the way I want it. And I also have a big trip coming up that I won't spoil it. But huge thanks to everybody that reached out, man. I've been working on the bike, like changing stuff here and there a little bit. Can't say too much what it is because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. That's why I'm all dirty. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened at my high side, my crash. And I've been riding since I believe 2015, since the street. And this is my first like nasty crash. Like, my homie was explaining it to me, and he was like, bro, you got launched. Like, you slid all the way down, got rashed, like thrown around like a rag doll, and then your bike got sent. So shout out Attack, because when the crash happened Saturday, I went back Sunday, bike performed flawlessly. Shout out Attack Performance. Shout out KYT, Dainese. Shout out Tyler at Motorworks, MOTOWERKZ. Dude really took care of me. If you ever need work for your bike, hit him up. He got me right. I got back out there and I got back to work. But that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And just remember that if you make a mistake out there, it's normal. It happens, especially newer riders. It happens to the best of us. Look at me, you know, like, yeah, I race in the expert class, and yeah, I've been riding since 2015, but I'm not excused from a mistake, and I'm not excused from what happened today. It can happen to anybody, even the best of us, you know what I mean? So just take that with a grain of salt. Ride your ride, push yourself, be smart about it. If you're gonna make a mistake, make a calculated mistake if you can. I hardly make mistakes out there, but when I do, it's riding the line. So you guys stay safe, leave you at home, and seriously, I'm straight. Like, no broken bones, no bruises, so we're good. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay up. Peace.